Hello there. Britain will begin training Ukrainian soldiers for battle tanks next Monday. And which weapons are to be delivered? We already know that. The British Challenger 2 main battle tanks are scheduled to arrive in Ukraine within the next 2 months. The aim is to do this by the end of March, is what Defence Secretary Alex Chalk said in the House of Commons in London on Thursday. The training of Ukrainian soldiers on the vehicles is scheduled to start, as I said, this Monday already. Intensive training should take place before delivery, is what Chalk said. Not only for the tank crews who will operate the vehicles, but also for those who will be responsible for maintenance. And there he's quite right to do that. The British Army, like other Ukraine allies, has been training Ukrainian soldiers at domestic military training ground for many months. Britain has pledged 14 Challenger 2 main battle tanks to Ukraine. After a lengthy discussion, Germany initially also will deliver 14 Leopard tanks and also allow other countries to deliver such German-made main battle tanks. After several other countries, Canada has now also announced deliveries of main battle tanks to Ukraine and wants to send 4 Leopard models to the war zone as a first step. The delivery will take place in the coming weeks, as Defence Secretary Anita Anand said on Thursday at a news conference in Ottawa. In addition, Canadian soldiers should support their Ukrainian counterparts in commissioning the tanks. Also, Canada is considering sending more tanks at a later date. In 3 months, Germany wants to deliver the first modern Leopard 2A6 tanks to Ukraine. Spain also announces that it will send models to Eastern Europe. Only older 2A4 tanks that have been decommissioned for a long time come into question there, and their condition is probably desolate. The Leopard tanks that Spain wants to deliver to Ukraine must first be repaired. We have already contacted the industry, as there are a number of Leopard 2A4s in Zaragoza that have long been decommissioned, said Defense Minister Margarita Robles. She told this reporters in Madrid. They have to check which of them can be put into operation in order to plan the delivery. Following the German government's decision, Spain also agreed to supply Leopard tanks to Ukraine, when Germany finally decided on that. However, the left-wing government of Prime Minister Pedro Sanchez has not yet given an exact number. That has to be discussed with the allies, said Robles. Spain has a total of 108 Type 2A4 Leopard tanks, all of which were taken over used from Germany in 1995, initially on a rental basis. In 2006, ownership then passed to Spain for a good 15 million euros. 55 of these tanks are still in use in the 2 Spanish North African exclaves of Ceuta and Melilla. The remaining 53 are in Zaragoza. Robles let it known that last summer that the 2A4s in Zaragoza were in an absolute desolate condition and not operational at all. According to the German federal government, Germany is sending, as I said, 14 Leopard 2 tanks of the more modern Type 2A6 from Bundeswehr stocks. That means it's a company of tanks. The first of them should be in Eastern Europe in 3 months. Overall, according to the Defense Ministry, European partners want to quickly put together 2 tank battalions with Leopard 2 tanks for Ukraine. The first of these, according to Minister Boris Pistorius, with models that are as good as new and ready to use as quickly as possible. For the second battalion, which will probably take a little more time to assemble, Leopard 2A4s are being considered. And there the Spanish come into the game as well. And I'm glad that Germany finally made this decision and that there are still other discussions about weapons, because we must not forget Ukraine is just defending their own country. And I'll see you in my next video. I'll be back.